Pokemon Horizons Episode 1 and 2 aired just a few days ago, and I'm sure you all know by now, based on my review for those episodes, that I absolutely adored them. I thought they were fantastic episodes and such a breath of fresh air. A really great and promising start to the new series. And I felt that strong even without English subtitles. So after watching the new episodes with English subtitles too, I feel even more strong about my feelings. Genuinely, if you guys haven't watched the episodes yet with subtitles, then I urge you to do it. They're absolutely exceptional, and there's so many things in my review that I didn't mention or cover because it was so dialogue heavy and monologue heavy, but like you really owe it to the writers and the characters and the story and the series to check it out yourself. Yeah, it was just incredible. The subtitles added so much more. The way that Liko's character was written, the way that she relates to Sprigatito because they're both somewhat mysterious and reckless and because people don't understand their thoughts, the way that Liko feels most confident to step forwards and be brave in Sprigatito's presence, the way Liko even questions if she's the hero of some kind of fictional story, the way Fried and his crew and Pokemon all have special roles and personalities and bonds, the way that Amicio and the explorers were hunting down Liko so ruthlessly and even willing to kidnap her for the pendant, all of it was just so exceptional, man. I really can't describe how much I loved the first two episodes. The writing so far feels so mature and grown up. Liko's characterization in particular feels really deep despite only being 2 episodes in. So yeah, I'm just feeling really positive about the series so far, and I wanted to make this video today really quickly to talk all about a few things that I didn't include in my review on Friday. For example, Professor Fried's Pokemon Seminar, and the preview trailer for Episode 3 and how it links to the Episode 3 title, and also my thoughts on what the first 2 episodes mean for the overarching structure of the overall series. And let's start with Professor Fried's Pokemon Seminar. I'm sure that loads of you are probably like, what? Professor Fried's Pokemon Seminar? What on earth is that? So Professor Fried's Pokemon Seminar is like the question and answer segment in Pokemon Horizons that airs after the episode finishes, and it's kinda similar to Poke TV in Pokemon X, Y, and Z, and Poke Problem in Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's basically like a little extra segment in every episode after the episode airs, and in the Pokemon Horizons one, the segment is all about Fried and Captain Pikachu, and the two of them basically ask the viewers a question about the episode, and then the best bit in my opinion is that we get a bonus little anime scene afterwards. For example, in episode 2, Fried and Captain Pikachu asked about how Liko's Sprigatito intensifies her sweet scent, and the answer was sunbathing. I know that's really random, but I think it's really nice to find out more about the Pokemon in the series. And then afterwards, we got this adorable little bonus scene of Liko's Sprigatito and Captain Pikachu sleeping in the sun on a Snorlax's belly, and I really think that's the most adorable thing in the entire world. I genuinely really love this segment, and I can't wait to see more of it at the end of every single episode, because not only is it a great way to show off Fried's professor knowledge, you know, proving him to be more than just a capable battler, but it's also a really great way to incorporate Captain Pikachu as the mascot into the episodes even more. And then the bonus scene afterwards at the end of every episode is such a sweet addition. I really can't wait to see more bonus scenes at the end of every episode. I can't wait to see what the characters and the Pokemon get up to. And now let's talk about the preview trailer for episode 3. The preview trailer basically showed Liko waking up on the airship and then the crew of the airship going out to try and find Amicio and the explorers so they can take back Sprigatito. And then we see Liko and Fried chasing Konya, a member of the explorers, and she's wearing a disguise. And then we see Liko and Fried have surrounded Amicio in a warehouse, and Captain Pikachu battles Ceruledge again. So yeah, the main premise of the episode is Liko and Fried trying to take back Sprigatito from Amicio, and excitingly, it's very clearly a direct continuation from episode 1 and episode 2, because Sprigatito is still kidnapped. And that is so awesome, dude. Obviously, I know that things could change as the series goes on, but the fact that the first 3 episodes aren't episodic at all, the fact that they're direct continuations of each other and tie into each other, that is such a promising start for the new series, dude. One of my biggest issues with Pokemon Journeys was that it was way too episodic. It felt like 99% of the Pokemon Journeys episodes weren't related or linked at all, you know? And that really negatively affected the storytelling that the series could achieve. It made a lot of the episodes feel not so important, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, Horizons clearly not being scared of having non-episodic episodes is so exciting because it means it could continue into the future as well. Of course, I know that we're going to get episodic episodes and slightly fillery episodes sometimes. It wouldn't really be Pokemon without them, but this is definitely a huge step in the right direction. It suggests that the writers have a lot of Pokemon Horizons planned out already, that they have a structured plan for the story and the characters and the story arcs, and that's something that Pokemon Journeys really lacked in my opinion, so I'm super hyped that the writers may have learned from their mistakes and are trying to correct it in Pokemon Horizons. Horizons. The episode title of episode 3 being As Long As I'm With Sprigatito, I'm Sure, is a really promising thing too in my opinion. To me, that suggests that Liko and Sprigatito being apart from each other for most of the episode will have a really big effect on them both. Being separated and away from each other will probably make both Liko and Sprigatito feel less confident and less sure about things and less comfortable. It'll prove to themselves how much they like each other, how much they trust each other, how much they need each other, and that's what I think this entire Sprigatito kidnapped storyline is all about. I think it's showing that Liko and Sprigatito aren't complete when they're not together, similar to how Ash and Pikachu were. Pokemon Horizons episode 1 and episode 2 really drilled in that Liko feels her most confident when she's with Sprigatito, and there was a really heavy focus on their bond and how they were getting closer as they learned more about each other. I really think they need to be in each other's presence to feel like themselves, to feel happy, confident, and that's why I think this entire storyline is set up to be an amazing testament to their bond. And I really hope it does go down like that, because it'd be a fun and deep story idea. And the episode title, As Long As I'm With Sprigatito, I'm Sure, that really does indicate that it could be the case. Also, I can't wait to see the rematch between Amicio and Freed. They've already battled twice before, but both of those battles got interrupted and didn't have a clear winner, you know? So it'll be really hype to see if this third battle actually does have a winner. I really want to know who's stronger, Amicio or Freed. Honestly, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I really hope that Amicio wins. Just because I think that if Amicio wins, it would really hype him up and set him up to be a powerful and dangerous villain. Making him lose already in episode 3 might kind of undermine how threatening he is as a villain. I'm sure the writers can find a way for Amicio to win the battle, but for Liko and Freed to still escape with Sprigatito and the pendant. I know it's probably more likely that Freed will win, especially because they won't want Pikachu to lose already, but hey, a man can hope, right? And also, this is a random mention, a random thought that just popped into my head right now, but what's actually hilarious is that since this is Amicio and Freed's third battle, that means Amicio and Freed have had more battles with each other in 3 episodes than Ash and Leon did in the entirety of Pokemon Journeys. That is absolutely bonkers, man. How have Amicio and Freed battled more times than Ash and Leon did in the first 3 episodes? That's funny. That is really funny. So yeah, that probably just about covers all the things I wanted to talk about today. This was just a bit of a rambly video covering things that I didn't really get to cover in my review video, but it was a fun one nonetheless, and it's really cool to talk about things that we haven't spoken about yet. Man, I love being able to make videos like this again, just completely random ones. I really missed it, you know? Oh, and one final thing, I don't really think that Roy will be a big part of this episode. I think maybe we'll get a little teaser of Roy throughout the episode, maybe towards the end, but it seems likely to me that episode 4 will be the one that will be more focused on Roy. So yeah, if you want to see Roy the boy, I reckon that episode 4 is probably more likely. Let me know your thoughts on Pokemon Horizons and the preview trailer and everything else in the comments below. What were your thoughts on the episodes now that subtitles are out? Honestly, the subtitles made me love the episodes even more. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this random video. I really would appreciate it, and it really helps me out. And of course, be sure to join our community Discord server and follow me on Twitch and Twitter, all of which you can do using the links in the video description. I think that has got to be everything. So thank you all so much for watching, and best wishes until we meet again.